It's back to school time, and 90,000 students in DPS are beginning another year of learning. But to do that, they must feel safe at school. There's so much that goes into keeping students and staff members safe inside these buildings. So I talked with DPS's Chief of Climate and Safety about what the community will notice when they walk into schools this year.
When you talk about physical safety, we're talking about the entire building, top to bottom. And what we did last year is we did a complete assessment of every school. All critical vulnerabilities were handled within the first 6 months of getting that report. And now we're looking at some long-term infrastructure improvements.
Thanks to the 2024 bond, new secure vestibules with bulletproof glass are being constructed in more than a dozen schools. Work has already been completed at many buildings, including Lake Middle School and North High School. This will help control who can get into buildings.
Safe and welcoming is always the kind of the balance we're running here at DPS, and for Colorado, the Department of Ed has said schools need to be safe and welcoming.
But leaders with the Department of Climate and Safety are always looking into ways to build up their defenses. That includes investigating new technologies, like this Texas company that uses drones to immobilize threats. When you look at technology like that, when you look at the future of what may be to come, what do you think about that?
There's always going to be limitations to what we can afford and what we can do. And so we have to take that into account. We are looking at a similar program. We haven't taken it to the part of a pilot yet.
One pilot program the community will see this year, gun-sniffing dogs at large events like auditorium and athletic events.
We are partnering with a vendor that has Labrador retrievers, and they are specifically trained to smell the microparticles and the gunpowder associated with a handgun.
Is the goal to ever take them into individual schools?
I think we have to see where the pilot takes us. My goal is to make sure we continue to be proactive and ensure that we are not allowing weapons onto our campus.
So much of that work starts before a weapon is ever brought to a campus. It's about building relationships between students and the people keeping them safe, the patrol officers and the campus safety officers who work every day in middle and high schools.
We tend to build the closest relationships with the students. We're not in their face all the time, but when they feel safe with us, they automatically gravitate towards us. And we learn so many things about them, so many fun facts, some things that we didn't want to necessarily know, but they come to us with all kinds of things. So
we like to say that from home back to home is how we like to look after our children in all of our schools. So if there's something that's going on at home, we definitely like to help, give them resources, give them somebody to talk to.
DPS also has 14 school resource officers, or SROs, stationed at high schools. They are Denver police officers who can make arrests and issue citations.
We know that there were some that did not want the SROs back, that did feel there was over-policing, and we continue to make sure that that's not occurring. Arrests dropped last year, their first year back, 20 arrests. Second year back, 10 arrests.
One new worry for many students in DPS is the increase in immigration enforcement activity in Denver this summer.
That is something that we have to be aware of, that we have to be able to respond to. We work closely with our partners at the Denver Police Department to help mitigate any of those issues beforehand. And we hope to continue to work closely with them and ensure that, those activities do not come into the school campus.
Providing a safe and welcoming environment is a constant challenge in a district this large, but it's also the ultimate reward for those who take on this work.
they'll tell you they're my kids, regardless of what the reality is. That's how they take ownership of that. And they develop these wonderful relationships with these kids. So yes, at some point they become that, I really need to protect these kids.
For more information on DPS's long-term safety plan, you can visit this website. I'm Nicole Brady for Denver Public Schools.